Okay, significant code changes that has occurred to the software for the map. What we would look at first is an overview of what has changed. Um, Definitely, we now have listings that are in JavaScript. There's a mouse over effect. There's a search button that was there, but the listings are now one line, and we could simply determine quickly what we put here as the listing if it's the address and the phone number. The numbers or the IDs of each listing is still there. We just have everything in one line. That's the significant change here. And this is driven by JavaScript in the back now, which gives us the most significant listing which we were looking for. When you click on the listing itself, it drives you to the location. So it would move specifically to the location. So without having to pop the bubble on the map, you are now able to find the locations based on clicking on the listing. um, the search function is still the same. Okay, so you see everything on the map, but when we search we zoom to that location. Now if the zoom is not functional, we could quickly change it, and I'll show you how this would happen at the back. So this is significant. The map jumps to positions based on where you would. Let's look at this example. So if I'm in true blue, it goes down to true blue. Okay, I guess this we need to get this. Now this here is very easy now to manage. We could do any style that we want on this. But if we go to Barry's, it jumps to the north of the country where Barry country's result is. So this is a significant change on the display side. We would be able to improve it there. This entire listing here now could become smaller. We could actually put it very small text, very small lines. We could give it any style that we want because it's just pure HTML and JavaScript. And the go function button is the same. Now we click to do the listing. It would ask for the sign in. I'm going to use your login details. Okay, remember me. And of course you do the same. You find the location, you zoom until you get the exact location that you are comfortable with, which would give us this here. Nothing has changed. I showed you the video of how we could add fields here. um, Business name John um, website. We'll just fix this properly, save, and then we have John which would have been this last one here would show up. Okay, so I think this is jumping about too much, so I'll be able to fix it. Okay, I'll be able to get this to actually center and stay in the center of the map, or the zoom wouldn't take effect. I'll show you in this video. Now let's get back here. You're already logged in. It wouldn't ask you what has changed. How do you make a user has changed? Go to accounts, and this is the link. Wherever the site is, account, register new user, it wouldn't be known. So I'll make John at john.com. Create user. Okay, so the new user is created. We're back here. Now I will show you who's logging and who's not logging. I'll run another instance of this system in Chrome. I don't think anybody is logged in Chrome. Okay, I'm logged in Chrome, so I'll just quickly jump across to Explorer. So we need to give a logout process. I would work on that. Okay, so let's do a listing. I'm actually logged in this also. What I'm looking for is the page that would give us the actual logins. And oh, Explorer. I'm not in Explorer. Right, this is Explorer. Enter. You should be able to pick up the server and Explorer. Yeah, Explorer is the worst browser. Yeah, so I logged him out, and the new person was John at john.com. I will log in. So John is actually user. John could get access to this spot, and that would give us the ability for John. So I all that I need to do is put in some other features here to show up the current user. That would be all from the end user side. Now let's look at what has changed in terms of the codes. So on the code side, we're looking at the code side, where we would see some JavaScripts, right? These JavaScripts here, this call is the one that would show up the listing. It would take whatever we want. We would expand it as much as we want. Whatever field in the database that we want to display, we could show it right here with this HTML, and we could give it the styles that we want. Because it's an HTML output, we would say strong. That would make it look dark. We could make it whatever. We could give it different colors. For example, right now it's white. If I want it to be EF EFDDE, okay, that should work. You would notice that if we go back to default, see, I get a nice red color over my mouse over effect. If we want it to be smaller, we could actually specify the entire color that we want it to be small. If we want it to have repeating colors, we could do all this. So this is what's driving it at the back now. It's JavaScript to give the side panel. So this creates the side panel here. This one creates the sidebar, and this function creates what we call the markers with the pop-up. We want the mouse over effect. All that we have to change is this from click to mouse over, and when we run over the site, okay, mouse over, and you see the effects take place with mouse over. Right, not here. Here I'm still clicking to have the effect here, but I just disabled click because I said here I want mouse over, but I need, if I need it back, I would need to put click to also take effect, or I would have to change that side panel effect to actually, and that's interesting. I could pass, maybe I could pass, here, pass in that mouse over effect on the div, and it will actually show me where this is. But right now it will be back to its old function. I would have to click to pop up, or click to pop up, or click to pop up. Only any one of these will pause. But if you want mouse over, when the mouse is over, you could also get this, and the map will just bounce about on the but that's the display side. So on display side, you have both. On the you have both now working, and then you have the listing here. So I would work on putting in the login details, like who's logged in, somewhere at the bottom here at the save. You will see who's logged in, currently logged in, and I forget to log out. And then I'll try to make this a little bit better so that the user would maybe bring in this a little more to get more space, and I will design a form so that the user could be able to do this. I'm also thinking that I would be able to make a YouTube video and get the link of the YouTube video to actually show up in the pop-up if this is necessary. Alright, so let me know what I could do, and we'll take it from